Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, boys and girls. So this morning I am using a new streaming software, so hopefully it's working right. I've never used this before. So it looks like one person's watching, but it's not populating to YouTube yet, so I'm not really too sure. So let's see. It is, so it's showing up there, but it's not on here. That's odd. Good morning, guys. Let me check one more thing before we get going. Yeah, well, anyways, this is a new software. Hi, guys. Good morning. I might be talking a little less and a little slower. You might see I'm a little swollen. I had my wisdom teeth taken out on Monday, so it might be a little slower. But again, I am trying a new streaming software. So anyways, I might be a little out of my element here this morning. So I'm actually I'm gonna try a couple things here. I got to get used to this. So give me 1 second. So let's see, share. So that would be screen 1, I think. Yep. So that's that view. So we could do it like this. We could do it like that. Do it like, well, that's not that. So really screen shares like this, or we go to full screen share like that. I could do this way, that way. Cool. Sorry, guys, I'm just playing around. So something else cool that we can also do with this is something like this. I can take this guy. Let's take one of your comments. So I still have my wisdom teeth at age 61. So if I click that, cool. Okay. So you can see these comments kind of come in on the page like that. Let's see. Brand. Upload a logo. Perfect. Very nice. I like that. Cool. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just having fun with this, trying to figure this all out this morning. So let's see. Back to comments. All right. Awesome. All right. So good morning, guys. Sorry about all that. I was just, kind of playing around with this, trying to get this software familiar with the software. So VXRT is ripping. So yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Wisdom teeth removed Monday, new streaming software. What's cool about this is it makes it pretty easy for me to bring in other people to the stream. So can bring in other people onto the stream here in the future. So kind of just making some changes. All right, so I'll take a look at VXRT just because somebody said it was ripping. So let's see. That was from Mr. Nice. Look at that. Mr. Nice is on the page there. Mr. Nice, VXRT is ripping on news. So the news I have here for the first time, clinical trials. I'm not even going to say the news, so I don't have to talk as much, but there's some stuff about an oral vaccine, VXRT. Stock is jumping. So give me 1 second. I'm organizing things in a way that I'll have to speak a little less. I won't have to speak as much. Okay. All right, so VXRT just got to resistance. Okay. Okay, so if you look at, let's zoom in on the chart, VXRT, let's delete all the old drawings. All right, so you can see VXRT this morning pre-market is at about 916. Look at the screen on the left. You can see we have this yellow line. It comes into play at 897. That's on the daily chart. We'll shift it to the 4-hour chart. You will see that we're just now running in almost to the 4-hour resistance, which is at 926. So my current resistance zone for the market on VXRT is pretty much where we're at. So the resistance zone is this whole red box on VXRT from like 897 to like 920s. All right, so your new breakout level, your new breakout level is going to be over 926. So if you look at the screen on the left, again, you can see you have that yellow trend line coming into play right at 925. So again, the only way we see VXRT continuing higher would be a breakout through 926. And if you look at the screen on the right, you will see with VXRT right now, it's trading above 4 deviations. So if you're measuring the move in the immediate is extended. All right. This could be a situation where you need to actually pull back and allow for the intraday trend to catch up before it can move higher. So you'll see that now VXRT is starting to pull back. All right. A lot of times in this situation, we'd pull right back down to the purple line. You can see we just dropped down to the purple line. All right. So yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, that's pretty much it. VXRT is in resistance. If you've been long since this morning, this would be a good selling location. I do think we could see this higher just because the pattern looks pretty solid. So overall, this looks pretty good. I'm going to keep watching VXRT today on the long side. In the immediate, we are in the resistance zone. But again, it all kind of looks pretty good so far. All right. So the new breakout would be through 926. I don't even know if I'd try to trade that myself right now. Now, in the event that VXRT actually breaks 1 deviation and goes for a 2 deviation move, you will see a price target on the day for VXRT up to $11 to, sorry, 1070. So, and then you have a halfway mark there. So pretty much nonetheless, I'll just say it like this. If in the event we do get a successful breakout of 926, then you could potentially see a move all the way up to 11, which seems kind of far-fetched for right now, but it's really not. So I guess max target for me today on a breakout of 926 would be all the way up to 11, but I'm currently watching for the market on VXRT to pull back in this location for the time being. But again, it's once you break 920s, that's where you look for the next move. All right, so hopefully that helped. Hopefully not too confusing. Yo, yo, yo. All right, we'll talk about the Qs here really quickly unless something else is changing. Nope. All right, so we're going to run over the NASDAQ here. It is kind of awkward, but let's see. So that high is from there. There's no divergence there. So for me right now, support of the market, you know, we have support at 357.13. I'm going a little further than I probably need to, but all right, here you go. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. You have a half deviation price right here. So pretty much the current support of the market today on the NASDAQ is going to be 365.22. So support for the market is 365.22. As long as the market's holding above 365.20s, that's good. If the market's shifting below 365.20, then it's going to be a little bearish. But again, if you zoom in on the 4-hour chart, you'll see that we're just currently consolidating on this half deviation. So I don't really see this as like a great trading zone, but it's more or less just watching for price action to either sustain or break below the half deviation price. Support of the market is down at 355. So the same price level we used to bounce the market here is here. So again, if somehow the market rolled over really harsh, your bounce level is going to be down at 355. So for the time being on the market, just kind of neutral. It's just really about it. We haven't really been anything crazy the market since this bottom. Like that's when we said be long. Since then, that's just kind of neutral and letting the market do what it wants to do. So nothing too crazy going on with the market for the time being, I don't see. Okay. Baba Boomin. Yeah, today you do have the Hood IPO that will be coming out today. If you want to trade it, feel free. I'm not really crazy about it. Yeah, we could take a look at ACER here. It doesn't look amazing with the way that it's been trading pre-market. It just kind of keeps fading down a little bit. We're currently just above support. So support right now in the market for ACER is at 287. If the market goes below 287, obviously people are going to stop out. That's the stop loss price for a lot of traders. Pretty much the stop loss price is just below the pre-market low for most people. So again, that's the stop loss for the long bias traders pre-market. The stop loss level for the intraday short traders is going to be through 312. So a break up through 312 is going to cause anybody who's short within this consolidation to cover. The cover, let me rephrase that. Whoever's been trading long bias or bearish within this consolidation for ACER this morning, if you can break up above 313, anybody who's been short, if we break above 313, the market makers will then use those short sellers positions to squeeze the market up to a price of 338 most likely. So again, if you break 310, you'll have probably a move up to 338, okay? In the event you actually come down and break 287, you might see it fade all the way back down to 260, which is kind of odd, but maybe. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of gross. You know, I would watch this one slightly long bias for the time being, only because I don't really care for the short play. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. This little zone down here from 282, 286, that's your support. This is your intraday resistance. So break of this, you're going to go up to about 340. Right now, the market's trying to swing down to 280s. So I would assume the market's going to try to swing down here. And if you can hold support, then you look for a bounce. So this is your bounce level. That's your breakout level. And that's your target resistance on this breakout. And that's probably all we'll touch on with ACER. FLGC, yeah, we could pop on this one really quickly. So FLGC was a mover from yesterday. It's overbought today. Doesn't mean that it can't continue to go higher. My chart, like, why does it do that sometimes? It's so annoying. Anyways, this is overbought. I would probably still watch this long bias today. The momentum looks good. The candles are full. They're strong. I don't really see a need to short this for right now. So I would continue watching FLGC on the long side. There isn't really any targets I can give you on the upsides or anything. This today, when you look at this chart, you see how we came from, $3 and now we're at 10, and you see how we're above all the trend lines. Since we're above all the trend line, there's really no sort of trending function we can go off of right now because the market has gone above all of them. So the market's in a euphoric, momentum-based environment, so much so that the price of the stock is now outside of its normal trading range. So now it's really just based off of intraday price action in determining who's either going to win the battle on consolidation. So all that confusing shit that I just told you pretty much means you're just looking at the price action of the stock. You're looking for wedge patterns, 5-minute chart setups, anything of that nature where someone's going to stop out. And that's how you make money on this, because there isn't really any trending targets or supports we can go off of. So again, I would just watch intraday price action. I really don't have a great game plan for it because it's so overbought. Now, if you are going to swing trade this, just know that your risk is all the way back down to $6 to $6.70 to $6. So if you hold for a swing trade, the trending downside target would be back to $6 for right now. Okay. Check Sava. All right. I know that's, I've seen that mentioned a couple of times, so I'll go back and peek at it. And then I will make sure that I actually go over to AMC here in just a second. So 115, we're at 148. That is one, that wouldn't be it. All right. So Sava is pretty much getting close to pulling back here. So Sava's pretty much reached resistance. I would not expect Sava to get over prices of 154.47 today. I would imagine at 154.47, pretty much in this area, you're going to start seeing Baba sell down, or not Baba, sorry, Sava. So this is the resistance of the market on Sava. Should probably pull back here, I'd imagine. But again, at most for this long move, I would look for is about 154.30. Yeah, the teeth are out. The teeth are gone. Wish we could make that bigger though. Like, why isn't? I guess you could do it like that. That's not bad. Cool. So yeah, looking at Sava, like I said, pretty much right into resistance. Now let's go take a look over at AMC here. All right, so AMC, as mentioned by the title, the apes need to be strong here. Okay, so we do have what appears to be sort of like a bull flag. It kind of looks like one, right? It's trying to start. But it's more or less like that, okay? So what we're looking at for AMC, which when I say what we're looking at, I'm not even trying to trade this. I don't really care for the way it's set up. I'm just waiting to see if it does what I think it can do. So for now, with AMC, the trending resistance is up at 41.70. So if we successfully break over the previous high of yesterday's trading session, the market might be trying to trend back to its mean, which is at 41.69, okay? And that's pretty much just it. That's where the resistance is at, and the support in the market is down here. So that's where the trending support's at. That's why we bounced down here the last time, okay? So again, support is at 33.43 for AMC, and the upside long target for now, I would say, is 41.68. Okay, so 41.68 target on the upside. Support is really 33.50s. So other than that, there's really nothing that's going to happen with AMC that's crazy. The only, and let me rephrase this, for those of you that are waiting for a big move on AMC, or looking for a big move, hopefully in the near-term future, you are not going to get a big move on AMC until you actually get through 41.80. So that's why I'm saying, 41.80 is a good target, because you have to first get to 41.80 before you can even suggest a big move is going to happen from AMC. And the reason I say that is because the big moves in the market generally happen when they go through the mean. So if you're looking for a big move, big moves happen when the market successfully crosses the mean. 41.80 on AMC is the mean. You'd have to get to 41.80 before you'd suggest such a big move. Okay. It could just, Theo, it could be because I'm zoomed out a little bit more. But again, I'm also, I am using a different service today. So it might not be as clear as some things that I used to use, or software that I have used previously. So, it might not look as good, and I do apologize, but it's because I'm trying out sort of a different software for streaming. Take a look at COCP. All right, so it looks like COCP already ran to resistance. Sorry I didn't look at this earlier, but 154 is the current resistance on the market to, okay, so this is a great example. Remember how I just said the big moves in the market happen when the stock breaks the mean? The mean is the white line. So on COCP, the mean is right here at 133 on the daily chart. And on the 4-hour chart, the mean is down at 122, okay? The resistance on the market for COCP was at +1 deviation, which was 154, which we didn't quite get to. So again, let's go back to the 1-minute chart. And as I mentioned before, the big moves in the market happen when the stock crosses and goes through the mean. This red line, which I'm about to change to a white line, that's the mean right there. Okay. And then look what happens. You cross, big boom. Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, there's really not much more to say. Like I was saying, when stocks really break out, when they truly break out, they go for a deviation move. And so in the market here with COCP, the deviation move was from 120 up to about 150. So right now on COCP, you should not expect that the stock is going to break out unless it gets up and through the pre-market high. So today really is a situation where the pre-market high level is the actual breakout for the move. So actually, that's kind of incorrect because, man, I wish I could. I feel like I explained this good enough. But anyways, you see that little dotted line in there? That's the halfway mark. So the best way I can explain this is the stock went from this green arrow up to this green arrow, and the halfway mark between those two arrows is that dotted line, right? So then when we go back and we look at the 1-minute chart, stock breaks out, goes to +1, pulls back 50% of the way, right? So right now the market on COCP is sitting at the half deviation mark, which is a 50% retracement of a 1 deviation move, which pretty much means you're on resistance. And if you can break the resistance, the market should push back to the pre-market high. And that's pretty much it with COCP. Whew, sorry. Paulie, it's Connor, and you said you can't find our watch list scanner. That's because it's not on this channel anymore. It's currently on a different channel. So if you go to YouTube and you search up the channel Trading Clips, then the scanner will be located on that channel. Okay, so go to Trading Clips YouTube channel, and that's where the the scanners are at. Is TKAT a good long? I might as well say this too. I haven't actually seen any stock today that I really cared to trade yet. TKAT all the way down has a divergence. Yeah, you should watch TKAT long. There is a bullish divergence on this. It's actually probably a pretty decent swing long, I could see. I mean, it looks like shit. I mean, obviously it's trending down strong. So you're trying to catch a bottom, but there is a reversal signal. You have a bullish divergence. If this bullish divergence ends up working and the stock pops, you should be targeting back up to a price of probably $6. Or sorry, no, $10. $6 is the price. I think you would target back up to about 10. Yeah, so if the bullish divergence and this does bottom, you could look for a move maybe back towards the $10 price on TKAT. That's actually kind of not bad. At market open, I might take some swing long on that. I kind of like that. Thanks for the recommendation. GOED long for Mr. Wastoid. All right, let's take a look at it. Slower mover, so it's a swing trade kind of stock, typically is the way I would see this. Downtrending at the mean. Yeah, so this is something that I'm probably just going to avoid. I probably won't trade it myself. Oh, this is that stock that made that jump. So yeah, I mean, GOED, it's just downtrending, right? It's been downtrending. Right now, the stock is on the mean, so it's not really oversold. It's not really overbought. It's just kind of following its normal trend down right now. So you're not getting it on sale. You're not getting it overbought. You'd be buying the stock at fair value while it's currently in a downtrend. So I don't really think that's a great candidate for the time being myself personally. CTRM reversal. Again, downtrending stock, not really on support, does have a bullish divergence. Target back to 252. Yeah, I don't really care for this one either. Looks pretty weak. But there is signs of a reversal based on relative strength index currently. So I would probably start watching it slightly more long bias, just because you do kind of have a divergence taking place. But again, it's a very solid downtrending stock for the time being. Really, there isn't a whole lot today. I didn't really see anything too crazy unless something else is changing. Hold on one second. Yeah, see, that's kind of annoying. I wonder if it, Yeah, I mean, Sava, PALI, I mean, PALI had that move earlier. It kind of looks like shit. Okay, over back and looking at VXRT. So you can see VXRT just kind of broke up a little bit. So look at, where's the breakout happening on VXRT now? Look at, see how we went to the, remember how I said this is the resistance zone? You can see how we traded up to it, resisted, 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 and then this just broke up, and it's still resisting, resisting. So again, right now, VXRT, it tried to break out, but like I said before, this is something you have to pay attention to. You can have formations and you can have things that look like they're going to break out, but when they're trading up near +3 and +4 deviations, usually they don't work really well and they're going to be a false breakout. So again, it's still kind of sketchy to be long bias VXRT at these prices because the intraday trend doesn't really allow for it to go higher. We have much further the stock can go on long-term charts, but the intraday chart doesn't allow for the move yet. So again, still watching VXRT today, but I think it needs to pull back before it really moves much higher. That's odd. Yeah, so it would be fun to watch the Hood IPO, but I don't know how it's going to trade, but I probably won't be trading it myself. I generally don't involve myself into IPOs all that often. GameStop. All right, let's do a quick GameStop analysis. So again, generally GameStop follows pretty close to AMC. So unless AMC has a good day, GameStop's most likely going to continue having a bad day or continuing to go down. The current support in the market right now is 162.37. So on a bearish day with GameStop, you'd probably see the price move towards 162.40s, 163. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You're pretty much looking for GameStop to go down to about 162.30. And again, that will most likely happen if AMC continues to be bearish. So anything GameStop related, you're pretty much following with AMC. So when AMC has a bullish move, GameStop generally moves bullish. They move in unison. So really there's nothing too crazy to do with GameStop. And this is, I'll give you sort of the bearish analysis for GameStop. And when I say bearish, it's more or less the realistic analysis. Okay. Actually, it's not even realistic. No. Yeah. Not even, well, I mean, kind of, but realistically, I mean, like, price is down at 40, 50. I mean, like, that's, realistic. That's probably where stock's going to be going, unless somehow the ape nation can force another short squeeze. I mean, that's where it's going to go, right? There's no question where GameStop and where AMC will end up being at when this whole thing's done. That's of zero discussion. It's just more or less whether or not the apes are strong enough to continue forcing short squeezes. So for GameStop, I'm just bearish until AMC starts to move bullishly again. The pre-market email, so pretty much the gentleman who runs the pre-market email, he's been out of the office for a couple days, so that's probably why it hasn't been going on. I've been traveling and things like that, so that's probably why it hasn't been out the past couple days. But yeah, it's not ending, no. Ooh, a little Wish. Yeah, we can take a look at Wish really quickly. Oh, that's annoying. Figures. All right, so looking at Wish here. I probably Wish, I don't really care to be extremely long this, I don't think. Yeah, I think I would still be on the bear side of Wish, kind of. Yeah, my resistance for Wish is at 1050 to about 11. So 1050 to 1060 is where I'd imagine we could see Wish go to, and it might see some selling pressure. But overall, I'm still kind of bearish Wish, I think. Yeah, no big play for Wish right now. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. I'll catch everybody back tomorrow. And then on Monday is when we're going to be starting our new sort of schedule. So we'll be streaming for longer to YouTube. At least for now, I believe I'll be starting at 8 in the morning on the YouTube and probably working until about 11. Those times could change. But for now, probably expect next Monday, 8 a.m.s to 11s in that area. And then as we continue moving forward, we're probably going to be, bringing in some guest speakers to the stream throughout the day and starting to organize schedule around different traders being on and so on and so forth. So a lot of cool changes hopefully coming soon. Appreciate you guys and your support. That being said, I will catch you guys on the next stream, which will be tomorrow morning. All right, guys, take care.